Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm very happy that you are here today. We are very excited to be back in the ASMR saddle. This, by the way, is a channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. Thanks to all of those who enjoyed our TSA pat-down video, except with a sports card. It's not our most popular series here, but for the ASMR purists, that one's for you. Today, we're going to get to a card pack opening. We are going to celebrate an approaching goal. But first, I'd like to ask you, that's right, you, to consider subscribing to the channel. It would help us out a great deal. At the time of this recording, we are very, very close to achieving our goal of 1,000 subscriptions to the channel. Now, when that happens, you'll know, because we're going to induct a legend into the Sports Card ASMR Hall of Fame. Is that legend Roberto Alomar? Oh, absolutely not. Is it Ozzie Smith? Maybe one day. It's this guy. Steeler quarterback, Mark Malone. This 1987 Topps card has been a mainstay. It was an inside joke that never ended. Inside joke for someone who doesn't even watch this channel. But now, Mark Malone will help get us over the finish line of 1,000 subscriptions. And for that, he will be inducted into the Sports Card ASMR Hall of Fame. Now there's a debate. Should the card be cut? Should the card be sealed? What should we do with Mark Malone and his mustache and his sensible Steelers ball cap? Comment down below and let us know. Bobby Valentine is also here, and he wants to know why he's not going to be in the Sports Card ASMR Hall of Fame. Maybe one day. All right. It's time to clean the workspace. Then we'll open up a pack of cards. For all you water heads and spray heads, let's dive into the deep end. Normally I complain about taking too many meals at this desk, but I've been on the road a lot lately. Spent 5 days in Little Rock, Arkansas. I wish I could have cleaned up out there, but no meals taken here during this time. It's always a little cold. I like cold water. Cold water. All right. We'll let that air dry. Then we'll get to a card opening. A card opening. A card opening. All right. Let's get to it here. Okay, there we go. We've got our big box of cards here from our buddy Ranger Donald. If you'd like to send us a box or cards or something special, just use this address. It's listed in the description down below. This box from Ranger Donald is the gift that keeps on giving. So many different kind of cards in here. And if you're relatively new to the channel, this is one of the things we do. We pick a pack of cards and just open it up. You'll find a card inside. Maybe we'll provide a chiropractic services or a massage. Or maybe I'll take a pair of scissors and just slice the card up. It's hard to tell. But we definitely like to enjoy the crinkles. Now, some hockey cards. Hockey prospects from 1994. Some Donruss. I was thinking, there's a lot of interesting packs of football cards in here. And the NFL season is underway. So maybe we celebrate that with one of these random packs of football cards that are in here. Rookie update. I think I'm going to open up this. This is the one I was kind of looking for. Let's just make sure. '95 draft. It's fantastic. Didn't know these cards existed. Football greats. All-time legends. Pro Football Hall of Fame. The all-world Canadian football cards there. That could be interesting. We have some Beckett monthlies for football now. You do have this great price guide here. I'm not much of a tapper, just like I'm not much of a whisperer. I have a different kind of ASMR. The kind that bores you into a nice relaxing sleep. I'm kidding, of course. No place for self-loathing in ASMR. Many, many, many options in here. So many wonderful paper crinkles here. I was trying to explain what I do with ASMR videos to a friend of mine who does not understand ASMR, and I said, you know, you take like a price guide, hold up to your microphone, or just make paper crinkle sounds. He stared at me for a while. Glad all you get it. open up some packs. Very happy to report that it's actually getting cooler in the Sports Card Doctor studios. It's still a hot summer. We all might soon live on a very hot earth permanently, but I'm not sweating as much today, and that's a good thing. Okay. All right. As always, thanks to our friend and viewer Eric, if we find some cool cards in here, we might put them in these penny slates. Penny slate. Penny, penny, penny. Penny, 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 pennies. All right. So again, in honor of the NFL season up and running with training camp, I'm going to open up some football cards here and just see what we find inside. No real game plan here today. This one looks like a chocolate bar, and you can tell that my little chunky soul was getting excited. I want to open up this and get a golden ticket and a cavity. Randall Cunningham on the front there. NFL Gameday cards. Alright, I'm definitely intrigued by this here. We got the NFL Rookies Premier Edition. 1 Silver Series card in every pack, plus exclusive inserts. I thought that said exclusive insights. I was going to wonder why we need insights on cards, but this is from Classic. Now, Classic used to produce a board game that I actually have, like a 1986 baseball trivia board game from Classic with some exclusive cards. 10 cards per pack. What do you say? Let's crinkle and rip. Very clean rip there. Kind of like me when I intentionally ripped my jeans in 6th grade, just so I could keep my level of coolness that I'd fought hard to gain. I'm kidding. I was never a cool kid. Alright. Let's see what we got in this pack from 1995. Rashawn Salam. I absolutely remember him. I'm just going to be saying that a lot in this pack. I absolutely remember him. Okay, oh, we got to go back here. Lovell Pinky. I absolutely do not remember him. Tyrone Poole. Checklist card. Now these cards got some heft to them. I think if you were a secret agent and an enemy was coming near and you needed to take action, you could probably use this card, this shiny glossy card, as a throwing star like I did there, or some sort of knife weapon. It's Chad May, Jack Jackson. Wow, look at that. That's a good card right there. Marshall Falk. Kyle Brady, good NFL career. Tyrone Wheatley did not pan out as much as you want with the Giants. Drafted 1st round there. And Ray Zellers, drafted Saints. This is interesting little card here, drafted by the Colts in the 1st round in 1994. Only 30 years ago, right? That doesn't freak anyone else out, right? Totally fine, totally normal. Okay. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to ride away. I like that card a lot. Falk was a great running back to watch, kids. Barry Sanders, my favorite NFL running back of all time, but Falk was up there, and he was a threat out of the backfield in the receiving game as well. Okay. One legend card secured. Interesting pack of cards here. These are great cards, I'll say this. I like the designs on the back. A little busy, but like I said, heavy, thick, super glossy. Sean Salon with the Bears. Okay, interesting pack of cards there. Celebrating the future stars of the NFL in 1995. Let's see what's going on up in Canada. Let's see what's going up in Canada. I apologize to my friends in the Great White North there. Now, during the mid-90s, I remember watching a lot of Canadian Football League. This is when Doug Flutie was still up there. Eventually, of course, Rocket Ishmael goes up there as well. And if we're lucky, we get an autographed Rocket Ishmael card. 9 cards in the back. They're very nice. They translate it for us down here. 9 cartes, le paquet. 9 cards per pack. Let's see what we get in here. Crinkle and rip. This looks like a card designed for Canadians, and I don't know what that means, but I feel as though you know I'm right. All right, we got a kicker. Brent Matich. Well, look at that. We got ourselves a Rocket Ishmael. Is this one of the autographed ones? Or is it just a Raheem Ishmael Toronto Argonauts card? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Is this like a set here? Okay, what is happening here? Okay. Card number 63. Card number 92. We gotta investigate why we just got 2 Rockets in a row. I'm not complaining. Ray McCourty. Sounds like a Canadian kicker. Rod Hill. I love this. Let's analyze. Let's do a little card review right here. We got a great solid, Canadian-inspired border, but then we have a great shot here of his full uniform, bright colors, playing for Winnipeg, and then you don't see his face. His helmet's not all the way on, so he's not in a football action pose, but his helmet is off. He's relaxing. He's catching his breath, but you can't actually see his face. So Rod Hill has got a lot to complain about in terms of getting his face out there. Sorry, Rod Hill. Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And then we got here this is what we're playing for. This is the glory. This is the cup. I really do love their cups up there. Though when I say up there, I'm thinking of the NHL. I think 98% of NHL teams are in Arizona now, or America. Bob Molly. That sounds like a Canadian lineman right there. Matt Clark, British Columbia. And then famed coach, and what is he? He's a BC Lions coach, yeah. Entraîneur. Oh, he's like the trainer. You don't call them coaches up there, friends. You call them trainers. That's not wrong. Bob Obilovich. That sounds like some sort of John Candy character from SCTV. I refuse to accept that as real. Bob Obilovich. Okay. Well, we got ourselves 2 Rockets. Were they overstuffing Rockets into this pack? fuel on the rocket ship. We're going to launch ourselves here. Okay. He had 32 receptions for 699 yards and 2 touchdowns. Okay. Good stats. Good stats. I'm going to put these 2 cards aside. Not quite sure if I'm going to put them in the legend section there. I figure out what's going on there. Any my Canadian friends, let me know. Okay. Alright, final pack of the day here as we do this card break. An ASMR card break here. These are NFL cards, straight from the NFL. Pete Rozelle made these. Fashioned them in a warehouse himself. Gameday edition, the 1992 edition, 12 collector cards. Good crinkles. We're going to crinkle and rip here. Not remember these cards. Anyone out there who collected these, comment down below. Actually, if you would just comment down below, that would help. I mean, tell me that's not a candy bar. Come on now. Okay, what do we got? Oh, Mel Gray. I remember Mel Gray. Great return man for the Lions. I like Mel Gray. Okay, William White. We're a Detroit line pack. These are interesting cards here. The black and white. The color to highlight the player. Peter Tom Willis. Wow. Football's in your face right there. Ken Clark. Sean Jones. Jay Novacek. Good tight end. Good old boy there. Russell Maryland, speaking of great college players. Shannon Sharp, one of the greatest podcasters of our time, right? No? Okay. All right. Tim McGee. Tom Newberry. Tim Rosenbach. Jeepers. These names are rushing back. And Percy Snow. Look, really interesting cards here. I'll say this. Percy Snow, linebacker, 59. After breaking ankle and off-field training camp accident and missing an entire 1991 season, hopes to return to form that earned him an all-rookie notice in 1990. Made immediate contribution by starting 14 games that year. Won the Butkus Lombardi Awards as college senior. Written somewhere between first and third person, like written just in a really different point of view here. It's like, was this written in like military messages being sent across battle lines? Not quite through Morse code, but just after breaking ankle and off-field training in a camp accident. Missed the entire 1991 season. Hopes to return to form. End transmission. Really not sure about that. Alright. Here's one thing I do want to do. I'm going to take a closer look, not just at Shannon Sharp here, but at the card itself. Let me get my things. I'm thumping around in the studio today. A little out of practice. It's my first video back. Very glossy. I was a big fan of his brother Sterling. As listed here, brother of Packers receiver Sterling Sharp. Drafted as a wide receiver out of Savannah State in 1990. He's made transition to tight end, starting 9 games at H-back in 1991. Had 11 of his 22 receptions over the final 3 weeks of regular season. There you go. Drafted in the 7th round. Now one of the great sports journalists of our time. Right? No one's going to dispute that, right? Okay. I do want to measure these cards. Like a normal sports card is the classic, well, Canadian ones are, yeah, alright, 2.5 by 3.5. Of course, because the Canadian should go at, about 6 centimeters, right? Almost 6.5 by 9. Crazy devil's measuring stick there. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So 2.5. That's the normal size. Okay, they were like, that's good. We got that going. Let's keep that going. But then 4.5. Let's add an inch. A little more than a 4.5. Almost 5 inches. It's not the first time that's been said with resignation in the world. It's very interesting. I don't know what I think about that. Just kind of checking. Good shape. Cards are in good shape for being 32 years old. I mean, I've ruined it getting my little greasy pizza fingers on it. Stats are really hard to read, though. Okay. So here's the thing. I do want to cut one of these cards up because I want to test the quality there, but I don't think I'm going to cut up a Shannon Sharp. This could be a valuable card. I could probably sell it to Skip Bayless for good money, just so you could burn it. But what if we were to slice up one of these cards? What do you think? Peter Tom Willis. It's a fascinating looking card here. That football is coming at you, right? Okay. Let's do this here. For all you scissor heads out there, I want to see. Because these cards really thin. The other one's kind of thick. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you kind of got to work your way through it. This isn't an easy slice. Solid card. Not quite the super agent weapon the other ones are. Can't cut this ball. You can't nick it. It's like shaving in the shower. What? Okay. Hello, football there. You know what? While we're at it, let's see how these cut up. You know what? Everyone wants to win a trophy. Oh yeah. These almost just fall apart. There you go, Peter Tom Willis. Now you won the Canada trophy, named for the great country of Canada. All right, I do want to cut up one of these. Jack Jackson looks like a good card to cut up. Again, these are thick. It's like a credit card. Put it all on this card. One tab. Okay. Not in this economy. Okay. Jack Jackson to close us out. Thanks for listening and let me get back into the groove here. I had pre-recorded videos. I haven't actually recorded a video in about 2 weeks. I forgot what I do here. Man, these are hard. These are thick. If I say one more word like that, I'm going to get blocked on YouTube. All right. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Look at this. An old school edition of Sports Card ASMR. Peter Tom Willis, Jack Jackson, Shannon Sharp. 2 of you have been cut up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting Price Guide videos on Wednesday, our popular series in which I price cards and relax you in the process, and more weirdness always coming your way. Thanks for listening to Sports Card ASMR. I forgot how to do this. Am I supposed to massage one of these cards? Not you, Shannon. Maybe Sterling.